Hey up and away folks, and welcome to another exciting episode with Bob the BX. So today I'm currently driving in convoy with some other motovers up to the British Motor Museum for Rustival 4. So we're just coming off the M42 now. I think it's M42 or is it M40? I think it's M40. Our exit's just coming up. Should be quite a good fun day. I've already spoken to a few people waiting at the services, so yeah, should be a really fun day. The sun is out, the sky is clear. I'm really looking forward to this. So we'll go around and we'll have a look at a few cars and compile something together for you guys, for those of you who can't make it. So we're all parked up now. I'm just going to give the car a quick little go over with a bit of detailer and whatnot, and then we can have a little wander around and see what's here and see who's here. So it's looking like it's going to be another fantastic turnout. I love this show. It's just the sheer level of variety that you get. It's kind of the plus sides of Festival of the Unexceptional with none of the downsides. I think the photo has become way too competitive now. When you've got people advertising cars as what's the Festival of the Unexceptional material, I just think that's kind of gone the wrong way. And also, like, I don't know, I just think some of the crowd at that show just, here it's all about the love of cars, so there's just so much variety here, and we'll go through that in this video. But yeah, we'll have a little walk through and see what we see. We'll post up some shorts and have a little one-on-one look at some of the cars that catch my eye. So yeah, we'll just have a little walk through some of the rows and see what's here. This is kind of a bit of a weird one for me. So my godmother had a Jeep Cherokee and my grandparents had a Freelander. In fact, I think they still do. They have a Freelander too. So weirdly enough, I would see these cars most often when I came down south, down to Wales for my summer holidays as a kid. And it's kind of interesting to see cars I grew up with at a car show. That does make me feel a wee bit old, I'm not going to lie. This Mark IV Cortina Estate here is an interesting one. So this is a South African car, I believe, because this is a 3-litre gear. It's just really cool. I love how we've got a different treatment of the seats. They're like corduroy with vinyl around the outside, and normally with gears you expect a bit of wood on the inside. Well, on this they put wood on the outside too, which I think is really cool. Yeah, so that's a really fascinating one. And this part right next to an Escort RS 2000, it says on there, but I think it's a blunt nose. It is. So with the RS 2000s, when in competition, because the droop snoots they weren't quite as rugged as a steel front end, so in competition the RS 2000s had a blunt end, but for the most part the RS 2000 has no rally pedigree whatsoever. It was just a hot Escort, long and short of it. A Wartburg, an original form of Wartburg as well, with 3-cylinder 2-stroke. So these were produced in Eastern Germany about the same sort of time that the Trabant was, and it's kind of a funny little world really. The Trabant was almost the car of the oppressed in a weird way. These cars were generally driven by the Volkspolizei and the Stasi, so you could say that this was the car of the oppressors in a funny sort of way. But yeah, very typical Eastern Bloc car of its time. They're very simple, very ruggedly designed and ruggedly engineered. Don't think we ever got them over here in the UK though. I don't think we ever had them in right-hand drive. I've certainly not seen any right-hand drive ones. But yeah, 3-cylinder 2-stroke up front, front-wheel drive, big boot, and very generous panel gaps, it must be said. Yeah, it's a very nice example. Interesting colour as well. Not sure whether this is the original colour or not. But that said, I suppose that these cars were aimed at a slightly higher class of customer than your typical Trabant buyer, so they might have gone a little bit more all out on the colours. That certainly is possible. I do know one little anecdote though with Gaz Volgas in Russia. Many people would try not to buy a black one, because the black ones were generally driven by the KGB, and if they were left in certain streets they'd end up coming back to them with like all the windows smashed, caved in and vandalized. So it might be a similar sort of logic here, whether the Stasi driven these in black or something. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, some customers would opt for a more vibrant colour, something that didn't get associated with those kind of organisations. But still fabulous to see one. It is, yeah, a really interesting car, And it kind of goes back to the fact that a lot of these cars were a little bit more old school in their engineering, with the column gear shift as well. No floor mounted, it would just be a column. Yeah, it's a really lovely bit of kit, this. Wow. That is nice. Though I imagine back in the day, probably the sort of people who would have bought these, I don't think things would have been quite so nice for them. I've always liked Ford 100Es. I think these cars are so often overlooked, and this one appears to have seats from either a Ford KA or a Fiat Panda of some description, painted in Broadspree colours. Just fab. I do like these. These were launched in 1953 as part of Ford's new model lineup, where they were going to be building more cars with monocoque construction bodies. And the idea was that they were going to produce brand new, all new cars to shake off from what they were producing during the pre-war years. And they nearly got it, apart from with the engines and gearboxes. So these cars, when they were launched as a Ford Anglia, and I think even at this stage when they were later rebranded as a Ford Popular, these were branded as Populars after the Anglia 105e came out. They came with a a 1127cc side valve engine and a 3-speed manual gearbox. And they did offer an overdrive as well, which gave you a 4th gear. But when you think at the time, in the 1950s, Austin, Morris, I think maybe Vauxhall as well, Roots Group, they were all already into 4-speed gearboxes. So it was kind of a bit behind the times in that regard. It wasn't until the 105e came out in 59 that they then started putting 4-speed gearboxes into cars. I think even the 109e, which was the prefect version of this, with the overhead valve engine, I think that came with a 4-speed gearbox. But yeah, but I'm looking in here right now, I can see it's got a 5-speed gear knob in it, so I fully expect it's got a 5-speed gearbox on it.
Yeah, 5-speed gearbox.
Ah, right. Is it Type 9 box?
It is Type 9, 5-speed with a long first gear.
Okay, righto.
Yeah.
You don't mind being in a video, do you?
No.
Oh, fab. So we got a Pinto in there.
2.1 Pinto.
Nice.
285 Piper fast road cam. Twin 45s, lightened and balanced, big valve head.
So it goes very nicely.
It does, yeah. 105e rear axle, rear disc brake conversion, limited slip diff.
Nice.
Capri front struts, M16 calipers.
Now, when you say Caprice front struts, because I was, for years I've been talking about getting myself a 100e, probably a prefect, and then doing that up as something a bit more of a fast road kind of thing. Yeah. So what are they like mounting up a Caprice struts on there? Are they just a bolt-on thing, or
it's just a fairly bolt-on?
Just
thing,
bolt-on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really
Okay.
fairly straightforward.
Wow. Fords are just adult Lego. They really are.
You
Wow,
have to do a fair
fantastic.
bit of bulkhead work to get a Pinto in and a tunnel for the Type 9 gearbox, but it's it's a rapid little car.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, it's designed for a side valve engine, which only goes for about here.
It is that, yeah, because the bulkhead would be flush there.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
have to.
Oh, I see. So you brought all that in there.
Recess back in, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. It certainly gives you a lot more space.
It does.
Yeah, which I suppose you need.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's glorious. I love the broad speed colours as well.
Yes,
Yes,
it's Alan Mann homage to his racing, vintage racing.
Yeah,
Because
I saw you come in, and I was like, oh, it's a Ford 100e in broad speed colours. That's really nice.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Not a problem. Thank you very
great.
much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ta-ra, mate.
Cheers.
You're beginning to sound like my mother here. I mean, what's wrong with the little companionship?
I'm a big Knight Rider fan. Please, just allow me this.
When you're one of a kind, companionship does not help you.
Fantastic. I was not expecting to see a KITT replica here at all. I really wasn't. And also, David, you know how you like the dashboard in my BX very, very much? This one goes slightly overboard. Come and have a look.
You know I can't compute instinct.
It's amazing, isn't it? I just love this because I'm a big fan of Knight Rider, and probably one of the reasons is that it's so reflective of the time. You think 1982, when the first series came out, people were starting to get into a lot more technological items in their houses, like video recorders and all sorts of other things. Computers were just a few years away, like home computers. And this just captured the zeitgeist so perfectly. It was just this idea that you could have a car which could do amazing things, talk to you and such. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And if I'm coming across as a little bit emotional, it's because I sort of am, because I absolutely love this thing. It's just awesome. I think this is what the love of cars is all about. It's just finding stuff like this and just gushing over it. Of course, it's kind of ruined Trans Ams, because now most Trans Ams you'll see will end up looking a bit like a KITT replica. But can you blame them? I don't think you really can. I mean, I'm sure it drives like an absolute truck, but that just doesn't matter.
Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao. Aloha.
All right then. Gonna go for ice cream, because why not? It's a car show and it's a nice atmosphere, so I'll be indulgent and get myself and David an ice cream. Do you want ice cream, David? Yes. We're going to be passing the Daimler Jaguar Heritage fleet up here by the looks of it, and Laurie's Mechanical Marvels, obvs. Also, if anybody watching my videos hasn't seen their video on their Turbo 2, do. It's a wonderful, wonderful bit of video, that one. The Turbo MR2, driving through the Welsh hills. Really well filmed, and it's just a pure love letter to the car. And yeah, I think a lot of people can probably take inspiration from that. Oh look, it's a Jaguar XJ40. Mine's in a nicer colour though, but that's a nicer model, that's an XJR. Then you've got the original S-Type and a very powerful XJS. Oh, and yeah, let's take a look at the Rover Mule quickly. So this was the car that Rover used to test their gas turbine engines in. And it's literally, they've had this running up earlier. It's just the barest essentials to making something that they could use to test an engine at speed. Well, that was a really good fun show. I really enjoyed myself here. Thank you to all the lovely people that I've talked to, all the people who've come up and said hi, people who've said nice things about the car, and yeah, it's been fantastic being able to talk to some of my fellow YouTubers, although most of them are bigger than me. Still, it's fun. I enjoyed it. Loads of lovely cars here, great variety, really friendly atmosphere. Yeah, great show, absolutely love it. And if you guys have never done Rustival before, I recommend giving it a go. It is a really, really good show, really good fun. I don't think anyone out there is going to be left disappointed. But yeah, I'm going to leave that with you there. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that lovely business, and I shall see you next time. Toodly pipski, guys.